Hey everyone, so actually I got a really cool new exciting energy drink here to try. It's from a company called Liquid Ice. I was actually able to work with them and they actually sent me a couple samples of this flavor to give a test for you. So what that means is we're gonna do a flavor test today, and then in a couple more days, maybe a week, we're gonna go and I'm gonna do a more in-depth review to tell you how I felt the energy drink lasted. Was it something that kept me energized throughout the evening, the day? How long was it? Was there a crash, any jitters, anything like that? But right now, I'm gonna focus on doing flavor test, taste test, as you will, and we'll start from there. So this one in this blue can is actually their Arctic berry flavor. Um, we're gonna see what that tastes like. I'm expecting it to be different than some of the other taste tests I've done. Just so that you know, they say this is a high performance right here on the top energy drink. We'll get more in depth on probably what that means. But for those at home, this is for one can, this is 12-ounce can, this tall guy here. It is 180 calories. It has 270 milligrams of sodium, 40 grams of sugar. So that is actually probably the most sugar in an energy drink we've tested here on the channel. But hey man, you gotta say sometimes sugar has its place in both food and drink. It's got a bunch of things. It's got 28 milligrams of niacin, B6 is 7 milligrams, B12 9 micrograms, and then for caffeine is 120 milligrams. So it's also on the lower end of some of the caffeine drinks that we've tasted here. I think the lowest one I've done so far has probably been about 200 milligrams. So this is about 60 milligrams, well, probably actually about 70 milligrams lower. If I could do math right, I'd actually tell you that it's probably 80 milligrams lower. Sorry guys. So I do need some caffeine this morning, obviously, because I'm already struggling and it's quite early for me. So let's go ahead, give it a try. You can see here. So just so that you guys know, they base upon, it seems like their design of their labels is their coloring scheme. They don't actually say that this is Arctic berry. I had to go on their website to figure out what the color translated to. So blue one is Arctic berry. Let's give it a shot and see what it looks like. So the best part, of course, is opening the can. And let's see what the color, if there's a color. Oh, okay, look at that. So that is actually something I was not anticipating, and that's not a bad thing. I'm used to nowadays in a lot of energy drinks, they're going with the no coloration promotion. This has actually a very nice blue color. It's similar, maybe not as dark as some of the blue on the label, but there's probably some blue on here, as you can see on the label, that would match this. So it's got actually a nice, it's very, I really like that blue. It's a very nice, comforting, cooling blue. So let's see what it smells like. Okay. So it's an interesting smell. So from the smell of this, I get a hint of maybe berry, maybe a little almost like raspberry, but I feel weird to say this, but from what I'm smelling, it's also like a little smell of orange peel, which would make no sense for an Arctic berry, but it's got that fruity aroma. Maybe there's a raspberry smell in there, but I also like, it's just so strong of orange peel. Either way, that smell is actually really good. It's a very like nice, uplifting, fruity aroma. All right, so right off the bat from the flavoring, you do get a little bit of that berry sweet fruitness on your in your mouth. It's very, I would have to say there's almost a little bit of an orange peel flavor to it, an orange oil flavor, but you get a lot of that almost blue raspberry flavor as well, which I could see why they would do with that kind of berry, Arctic berry. And there's this subtle muted, kind of almost like wintergreen peppermint-esque flavor that goes through. Maybe not peppermint, don't do that one. That one's too much. But wintergreen I could totally see as being a portion that's on there that gives it almost this cooling flavor. It's not as strong as some of the other, there was another brand that did kind of this Arctic or Arctic Blast or something similar in title. I think it was the C4 energy drinks. Those ones like cooled your entire mouth. This one has this fruitiness with just this muted cooling flavor. So with it, it's a little bit more complicated of a flavor than some of the other things you might have seen on the channel, and that's not bad. This is actually pretty good. I'm interested to see how the duration of the can goes, because sometimes it is quite sweet. I think that berry and that sugar does come through, but it really is, they use just sugar. Like, it's straight sugar. It's not some sort of artificial sweetener. They have sugar and they have dextrose in here, so sugar, which would make sense. So they're not trying to cover anything up with an artificial sweetener to say it's zero sugar. So yeah, the flavor is not bad. It's an intriguing flavor. Not one that I'm necessarily used to in a lot of energy drinks. It has almost a little bit of this wintergreen cooling effect in the mouth, very mild and muted on that. They have a main thing that's a little bit more in the aftertaste and up front is this fruit, more almost the blue raspberry, maybe not as sour as that, but then I still get with that smell of that orange peel aroma. It's very strong in that fruit. So you get a fruit coming in at the front of the taste, then you get this kind of muted or mild wintergreen with then the aftertaste of some fruit. So again, I am very interested in giving this a try. We're gonna go through, I'm gonna try more of these cans. I have a couple more. They're the same flavor, so we're just gonna get this one video, and then we'll come through and I'll tell you kind of how I felt about the drink, how did it last during the whole can and throughout the week. Until next time, guys, if you've tried this brand, this is actually the first time I've ever heard of this brand or tried it, so I'm very excited to get it out there. But if you guys have tried this brand, if you've tried their other flavors, let me know what your thoughts are. Am I on point with what I think the flavor is, or do you have other ideas on what it tastes like, or am I missing something? Let me know. Also, let me know if there's any other flavors you have that you would like me to do. All in all, not a bad flavor. It's an intriguing flavor, and I'm very interested to go through the whole can to determine if it's something I would continue to go out and buy for myself. Until next time, guys, bye.